Hey, what's up everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so I had a great day with my uncle. Felt really good about how everything went. And now I am, hey buddy, what's up? And today, I wanted to give some conversation to some of the things that are seen on my internet, on my Instagram feed, that I think while I'm having my great time with my family needs to be remembered. And I usually like to talk about this type of stuff after a long conversation about something else. But I think, like I sometimes do, it's just interesting enough to just go straight into the point of the video. And that is starvation. Starvation in Gaza, man. Starvation in Gaza. I want to give some credence to the fact that while I'm afforded an opportunity to spend time with my uncle who's doing so much to help me, there's somebody who likely watched their loved one and family member starve to death in front of them. And some of the images that are going on around the internet in regards to what's happening in Gaza, you're talking about thousands and thousands of people who are losing their lives, not just from just what we're used to seeing in this genocide, but now the famine and the forced starvation is starting to claim more and more lives as we're starting to reach a threshold where people just cannot simply survive off this little they have to eat. And I just, look, man, I've told you guys many times that I bring this conversation to my channel in different tones. Some days I'm angry and I'm cursing. Other days I'm, more patient. Other days is, trying to reason. Other days is something entirely different. But in this day, I just want to say that I was able to enjoy time with family. And I am aware at that same moment somebody was watching their family member be starved. Starved out. Babies, young people, older people, whomever, they're starving, man. And it's very easy to point it out who's to blame, because it's very obviously Israel and Zionist Jews who are doing this. A lot of people have a lot of reverence for Zionist Jews. They're their bosses, people who've paid a great deal of wealth into their lives, people who've given them opportunities for 20 and 30 and 40 years. People they've always revered because those people kept them employed. People they always revered because ultimately those people may have done good things for them over the years, giving them a bite or two or whatever a Zionist Jew has done for you. I want to let people understand that that is not an excuse to allow them to starve children. They're great allies. My uncle worked for a Jewish man who gave him pension and let him retire early. I don't give a shit about none of that. Because these people collectively, inherently believe that they need to starve people to death. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, this is what needs to be said, bro. This is what needs to be said. Because a lot of y'all have friends that you don't want to offend. And I've said this many times. I'm going to say this right here. You got friends you don't want to offend, who may have shown you that they're really good to you, who happen to be Zionist Jews. You might have grew up with a neighborhood full of Zionist Jews. Maybe they help you not get beat up. Maybe they paid for something. Maybe they did something really nice in their lives toward you. Got you through something that you couldn't have got through without them. All of that's fine, man, but they have an ideology that makes it so that they believe Palestinian people are supposed to die. Maybe they didn't point that hatred at your ass, but they're pointed at those guys. And that's not cool, man. When you see this stuff that I've been seeing in my phone for the last 2 years, bro, I don't want to hear about your friendship or your loyalty to them people who are doing this to those people. It's not cool, bro. At some point in time, you got to draw a line in the sand with people even that you love. People that you support, people who've supported you, when they are intentional on killing an entire race of people because of the color of their skin and because of what's written in a book about them. That's not okay, man. Babies are dying. I don't want to hear about your loyalty to these people when they all collectively agree this is something that should be done off of the behest of their own intentions. off of the strength that they're better than everybody else. Because what you're going to dig underneath that friendship and find out is that they had a foot on your neck while they were putting a spoon in your mouth. It's just what they've done. It's what they've been doing. Everything they gave you had an asterisk next to it that said, so long as you exist and I exist, I'm better than you, and that you're supposed to be able to just endure anything I put you through just off of the strength of me being Jew and you being Goy. That, my friends, means that any bit of what it is your friendship has been with these people has an asterisk on it. And you know what's on the top of that asterisk? 2 devil horns, buddy. Whatever they fed you meant for the worsening of somebody else. Whatever they good they did for you, they did something horrible to somebody else. This is what they're proving to all of us who are paying attention, who are studying this genocide. That is Satanism. That's Satanism. I'm not telling you whatever they did for you was Satanist. I'm saying that their existence is Satanist. They are Satanists. This is a fact. And not the cute kind that like to put 666 on their back and all types of bull crap like that. That is not real Satan. That's not real Satanists. Those people don't, in a lot of cases, are just emotionally distraught or trying to be ironically different or whatever stupid shit. No, these people actually pray to someone they call God, that they want you to think is God, that is actually the enemy of God. And they work for him. And that part is now proven to people like me. So I'm not really interested in people who know me telling me that they are aligned with these people and all the friendships they have with those people, because those people believe in killing children and starving them to death. I'm not interested. They believe in bombing little babies because they hope that those babies won't have an opportunity to have more babies who ultimately want to kill them. Even though those people don't want to kill them, you're raising your kids to want to kill them. You get the point. It's Satanism, man. And when you dig into it, if you dig into it deep enough, what you're going to find is something awful every single time. And that's what they're proving. And I don't want nobody who follows me to hear me think or say anything other than that, because that is what they've proven to me. It's proven. They've taught me something, that you can't stand still and be in solidarity with everybody. You can't. In a perfect world without context, you're supposed to be. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own way of thinking. We all pray to something or pray to nothing, just the same. And if we just stand in solidarity and leave everybody alone, everybody will leave us alone. The Zionist Jew has proven that's not true. They are the I don't know quite what the word is because it's not coming to mind, but they are the one case where that's not the case. If there are more cases, they've taught us to think that such a thing could now be possible. Some people, you just got to be at odds with. Now, how you choose to fight your battles is your business. That's what I also can say. Not everybody you are at odds with, you have to war with or fight with or put a foot on their neck or starve them or whatever the hell. You don't have to always do all of that. But you can't just simply say, I'm going to accept everybody, because what you end up finding out is there are some bodies who are like that, whose ideology is solely about starving other people, hurting other people, standing on the backs of other people. And maybe those people are you. And maybe the people who are doing that to you, I get along with. What would you say to me to help me understand that friendship comes at the expense of you? What do you say to me when you realize that I'm friends with somebody who, by way of what it is they believe, thinks you and your children should starve to death? When you have that context in mind, then you understand you can't just be cool and just be solid with everybody, because not everybody gonna be solid with everybody. And sometimes your friendship with that person draws a line in your sand between you and a lot of other people, when you start understanding who and what they actually think of the world and the people around them. If we're going to get to a point where we understand one another, then you start understanding why you can't just stand and let everybody do everything. That's what the Zionists is teaching me. You can't. You just can't. Though we were raised to believe that you're supposed to. What you start finding out is that there's always going to be those people who are not going to live and let live. they're going to believe that in order for them to live, other people have to suffer. And those people, I'm not interested in being friends with, and I don't think you should be friends with them either. And how you want to go about that is your business. But don't be oblivious to the idea that those people exist. That's what I'm telling all of y'all. Genocide is real. They write in the book that it's okay to do this and that to little ones, and it's not okay, man. It's not okay. I don't care how much they control in this world. I don't care how many politicians they pay. I don't care how many people are throwing their flag around. I don't care how many people pay into whatever it is they're doing. At the end of the day, this is their ideology. This is what they've proven. And we got to take it for what it is. Or live in oblivion like our entire country is trying to do. Pay into what they're doing in hopes that our friendship with them and our allegiance with them and our loyalty to them will somehow pay dividends for us, as if it's not going to wage war against God just by doing so. This is what you need to understand, America, because y'all got a lot of friends in that situation. You got a lot of friends over there. You got some of your favorite politicians that'll swear up and down that these people have a right to do whatever they want to do, ignoring the ideology that weaponizes them against people just because of their skin color. Yeah, we're going to go along with these folks. We're going to go along with them. Yeah. As if that's not harmful to a literal race of people. I will not ignore that this is extremely harmful to a literal race of people. I'm not going to shut off my humanity to a certain race of people so that I can be friends with another race of people. If those race of people think that they need to kill that other race of people, then I don't need to be over there with them at all. For no kind of reason. As my mother told me once, and I learned this in other areas of my life, don't just pay attention to how people treat you. Watch how they treat everybody. Because that'll determine how wise it is to actually align yourself with those people. If you are surrounded by people and the only person a single person treats correctly is you, then your friendship with that person who's mean to everybody else is going to have you at odds with everybody else in the room. Because they ain't going to be able to tell who's the difference of who. You seem to be allies with this person who hates all of us. You seem to be cool with this person who's done all of us wrong. They chose you to be the only friend they want. Why are you that friend if not for having the same ideology as them, having the same point of view on all of us that they do? This is what happens when you befriend somebody who's trash to other people but very kind to you. You end up aligned like America is with the Zionist Jew. BDO 44, I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.